Vaccine rollout here in Wisconsin.
And we have some good news to report. More people will be eligible for the shots sooner than we thought. Today, the governor has announced plans to move up eligibility for people with certain health conditions to Monday. That's 1 week earlier than expected. It also includes members of the clergy, judges, prosecutors, and other essential criminal court personnel. As more people get vaccinated, here's a question for you. Do you remember the last time you went to the dentist? Well, here in Northeast Wisconsin, dentists are getting busy again. Here's NBC 26's Valerie Juarez.
The vaccine rollout is giving a lot of people a reason to smile. Area dentists are making sure they do it with their pearly whites.
Now that people are getting the vaccines, we're starting to get phone calls from patients that have stayed away for a little while. So we're getting busier and busier.
Dentists at Berker's Family Practice in Kaukauna say they've now got appointments booked far in advance as people come back for routine care.
For routine care, routine cleanings, we're at least 2 months out. And a lot of that is that people have gotten their vaccines, they're starting to feel comfortable, so they're starting to come back.
And they're happy to see them. Berker said people should get a cleaning every 6 months to prevent any buildup.
It's very safe to return to the dentist, and it's important.
For those unsure about coming back, Dr. Berkers wants to reassure patients they're taking all the proper precautionary measures.
Dentistry has always been on the forefront of sterilization and disinfection. I've told people from the beginning that we always treated everyone like they were infected. We've been using gloves and masks. Now we're just using 2 masks and a little bit more.
Precautions in place, patients in chairs, and another sign of progress in the pandemic. In Kaukauna, Valerie Juarez, NBC 26.
Valerie, thank you. Wisconsin dentists could soon do more than just clean your teeth. A new bill would allow states' 3,500 dentists to administer the COVID-19 vaccine. Dentists would first need to go through about 8 hours of training. And it's not a brand new idea. Dentists in neighboring Minnesota and Illinois are already permitted to give the vaccine.
Let's take a turn to our weather now. Many of us woke up with snow on the ground this morning. When I left work last night, the snow was flying, a lot of it falling. Here's what we saw today in Kewanee, a rather abrupt end to our warmer weather that we had to begin the month. So the question is now, how long will it stick around? Here's Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland. Cameron?
Well, John, after highs near 60 just 3 days ago, we had a fresh blanket of snow this morning. Here in Green Bay, we picked up 2.5 to 3.5 inches of snow as a burst of heavy snow made its way through the area yesterday evening. But you can see the snow is melting. Temperatures are currently above freezing just about everywhere. Across the Fox Valley, we are looking at mid-30s, and we're going to pretty much hold in the mid-30s as we head through the evening. Besides that, look for cloudy skies and maybe just a little bit of patchy fog as we head deeper into the night. Back to you.
Cameron, thank you. One of the Packers' all-time greats is calling it a career. Tremont Williams has announced his retirement after 14 years in the NFL. Sports Director Brandon Kennard joins us with the details now. Brandon?
Nina, Williams spent 10 of those 14 seasons here in Green Bay, and fittingly, number 38 announces his retirement today on his 38th birthday. Tremont is one of the great success stories in Packers history. He was an undrafted free agent in 2006, spent his first year on the practice squad, and then eventually worked his way up to a starting spot. Williams played a key role in the Packers' Super Bowl run in the 2010 season. He had 3 interceptions in the 4 playoff games, most notably this unforgettable pick 6 in the divisional round win over the Falcons. I think that's how he'll be remembered most. On Twitter, Williams said, quote, "To the greatest organization in the NFL, the Green Bay Packers. Thank you for allowing a very raw, athletic kid to live out his dream. Thank you to the late, great Ted Thompson for seeing the value in an undrafted free agent." That's part of a larger statement that Williams put out today. You can see his full statement on NBC26.com. A great career comes to an end for a player who you'd have to imagine will get consideration for the Packers Hall of Fame in the years to come. Nina?
Absolutely. And happy birthday, number 38, on his 38th birthday. Spring is just around the corner, and with it, allergies. So we'll take a look at the difference between spring allergies and COVID-19. But first, Cameron has forecast and hopefully some warmer weather on the way. Stay with us.
And now your weather. with Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland.
With highs in the 30s today, we have now had back-to-back days with below normal high temperatures for the first time this month. So are we now going to make it back-to-back-to-back? It's going to be a close call. The normal high temperature climbs up to 40 tomorrow, and that's exactly what I'm forecasting. We'll see lower 40s on Thursday, mid-40s on Friday, and then much warmer weather is going to return as we officially move into spring on Saturday. Currently, we have temperatures that are in the 30s. It looks like lower to mid-30s just about everywhere. 30 degrees in Ephraim is the cold spot. We've got 36 degrees in several locations. In Green Bay, the snow continues to melt. It is 35 degrees. We have overcast skies and calm winds. In Appleton, most of the snow has melted. The temperature is 34 degrees. And yes, we've got cloudy skies as well. Here's a look at the snow that fell across the area last night. We had a burst of heavier snow move through the Fox Valley between about 9 and midnight. And some of the totals were pretty impressive, at least compared to what we were originally thinking. 2.5 to 3.5 inches of snow in many locations. Look at that. Even New Dublin coming in with 2.3 inches of snow. So far this winter/snow season, we have now picked up 30.8 inches of snow. That is about 15 inches below normal. As it stands right now, this is the 17th least snowy winter on record. And from here on out, we typically still see about 7.5 inches of snow during the rest of March, April, and early May. Last year, from here on out, we only picked up 1.2 inches of snow. Behind the snow, we had a lot of clouds across the area today, but our next weather maker is located well to our south and west. It's an area of low pressure now pulling out of the southern Rockies. It's going to be lifting towards the Great Lakes here as we head through the next couple of days. And way to the north of that low tonight, we have an area of light snow and rain from southern Minnesota down into central Iowa. And as you take a look at Skycast, you can see that precipitation is going to be working east throughout the night. So look for cloudy skies tomorrow morning. And then from the late morning into the afternoon, we'll have a batch of some snow, sleet, or rain showers that'll move across the area. Right now, accumulations are not expected. Temperatures will be in the 30s to around 40 degrees, which, as I mentioned earlier, is right where we should be for this time of year. So your forecast for tonight calls for cloudy skies, overnight lows, for the most part, around freezing. If we see a few breaks in the overcast, there could be some areas of fog developing, so keep that in mind. Tomorrow, plenty of clouds. We'll have some mixed showers moving through, especially from Green Bay south. High temperatures will be in the upper 30s to lower 40s. On Thursday, on the backside of that storm, as it strengthens, we're going to see a gusty northeast wind develop. Morning clouds will give way to sunshine. Highs will be in the lower 40s across the Fox Valley, but range from the mid-30s near Lake Michigan to the upper 40s west of Lake Winnebago. 45 on Friday, mostly sunny. Saturday, the first day of spring, mostly sunny, and 55. It looks great. We'll see a mixture of sun and clouds giving way to clouds on Sunday. Highs will be in the mid to upper 50s. And then we'll see some rain and or showers move back into the area for Monday and Tuesday, along with some cooler temperatures. Back to you.
Looks like the best 2 days of those 7 are during the weekend, and those are the kind of weeks we like. Cameron, thanks so much. Coming up next year, we're talking about pets. And as some people have been working from home, if they're called back into the office, does that mean some separation anxiety for pets? That story's coming up next. Well, these warmer temperatures can mean a return of spring allergies for some, and this year that might come with concerns that symptoms could resemble those symptoms of COVID-19. So how can we know the difference? Well, both COVID-19 and spring allergies have symptoms like headache, congestion, dry cough, and sore throat. Experts do say the key differences are that coronavirus has symptoms like fever and shortness of breath. Health experts do encourage anyone who is experiencing those symptoms to get a test.
With businesses reopening, vaccine distribution expanding, and kids going back to school, some of our pets may be feeling a little stress over the changes. The Green Bay and Alloway animal hospitals are seeing an increase in calls for pet anxiety symptoms.
Many people may not seek our advice because they're like, ugh, it'll be fine, they'll deal with it. But that anxiety is not comfortable, and it can lead to other behavior problems. So we want to address it now before it leads to other things.
If you notice these symptoms with your pets and you're concerned, give your vet a call and see what can be done to help them.
Well, coming up next year for us, a closer look at the Badgers' NCAA tournament matchup, plus a Packers breakout star will likely be staying in Green Bay. The details on Robert Tunyon next in sports.
And now sports with Brandon Kinnock.
Well, the Packers are either going to get Robert Tunyon back next season or get a lot in return for him. Green Bay today placed a second-round tender on their 26-year-old tight end. He's a restricted free agent. What that means is the Packers will pay Tunyon about $3.4 million next season if no other team offers him a contract in the coming weeks. If another team does offer him a contract, the Packers will have an opportunity to match that contract and pay that same amount